I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I wanna ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Folks, we're down on beautiful Lay Lake. In here we feel like I'm with my good buddy Nolan Shivers, one of my best fishing buddies. And I've learned an awful lot from Nolan. As far as central Alabama, he knows about as good as anybody I know of. And he is a superb worm fisherman. And Nolan's gonna give us a few pointers before we start worm fishing here, some things that help me, and I know it'll help you to be a better fisherman anywhere you go. And Nolan, first thing I think you want to talk about was how you tie the hook on. You got a special little old knot, hadn't you?
The Palomar knot. It's been tested as strong as any knot there is, and it's my favorite because it's so simple. And I know that it'll hold, and it'll always break somewhere other than in the knot. And usually when you tie a knot, that's the weakest linkage between you and the fish. So you want a knot that's going to hold up. I rig my worm Texas style, as everybody calls it, with a sliding sinker in front of the hook. Like that's so.
What size and all hook are you using there now?
That's about 1/8 of an ounce sinker and a 1/0 Eagle Claw hook, JL hook.
J?
It's got a crook in it.
I see.
Helps hold the worm up on the shank of the hook rather than sliding down all day and worrying you. Okay, I got a little rope here. I was going to try to show you how to tie this Palomar knot.
Yeah, because on that monofilament, as bad as my eyes are getting, it needs something like a rope I'd never seen.
Well, when you're as old as you are, your eyes get better.
Yeah, that might be age. It may not be nothing wrong with my eyes. All right, now we're going to play like this is a hook.
That's the hook right there, a plug or whatever it may be that you want to use.
Okay.
And what I do is double this line, like so, and stick it through the eye of the hook or whatever plug you might be using. Come around and just simply tie a granny knot tight.
Oh, just a regular
old granny knot.
Yeah.
And then I put the hook or the plug, whichever the case may be, back through it and cinch this down. And it will all cinch up. Of course, with this rope, it's not going to cinch up like it will monofilament, but it'll cinch right down to the hook. Then I cut off the excess end with my clippers.
And this won't never give.
It won't give. It won't break there, and it'll, you know, after an hour of fishing, it'll still be strong. When your line breaks, say you hang up or something, your line breaks, it's going to break up in this area here or back towards your reel somewhere.
All right, let's get one more quick little something.
All righty.
A simple, plain old, now this is a hook here again, once again, Nolan. And we're going to just make sure you got it now, because you showed me that last go around how to tie it. It's very good. Just
okay, now.
What did it take off? About a foot of monofilament? Pull off, double it
at
about
least a foot. That's
okay.
Getting rid of your excess end. It might have a little abrasion on it also. Okay. If your eyesight is bad, sometimes I do this at night. I'll string it one at a time. I'll stick the rope through, then come back and stick the end through.
Rather than sticking that
Rather than trying to stick the double through. On a small hook, it's kind of hard to get a double monofilament through there.
Okay.
Okay, I've got it through doubled. I just simply take it, tie the granny knot around it, kind of cinch it down but not tight.
Okay, loose.
And then put the loop back through the
hook or lure.
Hook or lure. And cinch it all down.
And that'll get it.
That'll get it.
All right, now show us how you get your worm rigged up. And,
okay.
You know, it's important. A lot of people say, well, show us how to do all that stuff before you go just catching fish. So we're gonna get lined up here now. All right, now what color and what's the length and the color and all that we're gonna do?
Well, we're gonna be using 4 and 6-inch curly squealers, of course, and we're going to use it probably in 2 or 3 colors. My favorite color this time of the year is the motor oil.
Motor oil. Let's see what it looks like. It looks just like motor oil, don't it?
It's got a little glitter in it, which gives a little added sparkle in there and attracts the bass from a greater distance. Okay, I go down the center of the worm, being careful to get right in the center.
Okay.
Go down about a ½ inch.
Just till it's even with the shank, right?
Mm-hmm. Go down about a ½ inch and pop the point of the hook out.
Okay.
And I slide it up on this little hook till the little dog leg pops out on this side.
I got you.
And then I stick the point of the hook back into the worm almost through.
Okay.
Of course, the lead will slide down against it, and you got your rig there. Now, some people will put a toothpick down in this lead here. If you're fishing heavy brush or up under piers where you want to skip it up under the pier and you want your lead to stay against your worm, you put a toothpick in it.
Do you like to use it with a toothpick?
If I'm fishing something that maybe the worm will get on one side of a limb and the lead on the other side, it's important that the lead stay next to your hook. But as long as you're fishing smooth bottom, like we're going to be doing here, you don't need to peg it.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
A little fish formula and we'll be ready.
Okay. You believe in that stuff too, don't you?
I sure do.
Now, you just use it on worms, Nolan?
I'll use it in tournaments on plugs, spinner baits, jigs, any kind of bait. But mostly on worms, I feel like it's more important than it is these fast baits that they react to like a plug coming through the water in a big hurry. I don't think it makes that much difference there.
Well, what do you think that stuff does to those fish?
Makes the fish hold on to the bait and gives you more time to set the hook. Whereas sometimes you'll experience a strike, immediately he'll detect something that's wrong with the bait, that it's not real.
Yeah.
He'll blow it back out before you have a chance to jerk.
Okay.
This way it makes him hold on to the bait.
Because he smells that stuff, right?
He smells it and he'll hold on to the bait.
And in other words, the smell tells him, hey, this is okay, even if something else tells him everything ain't just right, right?
Right, right.
I see.
Well, let's catch one, Archie.
All right, let's catch one. Let me get rigged up here. Now, you done got rigged up. I got to get my stuff together here. Nolan, wait a minute. What in the world have you done to your reel?
What do you mean, what have I done to my reel?
Where's your bail at?
Archie, you know I don't use bails.
Well, why don't you use one? I like the things myself.
A lot of people think I'm crazy about that, but years ago I got in the habit of cutting the bails off as soon as I get my new reel.
Well, now, what's the advantage of it? I don't see any advantage to that, no.
Okay, the biggest thing that goes wrong with a spinning reel is a bail spring break.
Oh, that's right. They bad about it.
And many times you'll be out on the lake and your bail spring will break. And it's hard to put one in out on the lake, and most times you ain't got an extra with you. So this eliminates that. I'll never have to replace the bail spring.
What did you do? Did one of them break on you out there one time?
One time it broke on me, and I just went ahead and fished the rest of the day with it like that, and I liked it so well, I just stayed with it.
Well, tell me the advantage.
Okay, the advantage, like I said, is that the fact that you don't never break your bail spring because you're never using your bail.
Okay.
I took a pair of wire pliers and just snipped it off. And I'll simply reach and get the line with my finger like that and just turn it loose and pitch it and then pick it up with my other finger.
You're picking it up. You're picking it up each time.
I'm picking it up
bail
each time.
spring.
Okay. It also, and I don't understand why, it eliminates about 50% of your line twist.
Is
Taking that bail off, And I can't explain to you why, but I fished in the boat with other people that we put line on the same day. They'd experience all kind of tangles, and I'd be tangle free the rest of the day with a new line.
Well, I'll be. But you got
fish.
Show them one other time on that pickup now. You coming in?
Okay, I'm in. I'm ready to make a cast.
You take one hand.
I just take one hand
and you
pick
loop
it like
off.
that.
You lift it off, right?
Make my cast, and I pick it up as I turn my bail, turn my handle.
Pick it up.
And you'll never lose a fish. Now that line will stay on there. A lot of people think, well, it'll jump off there when you bring the fish in. I've never lost a fish with it. And I fish night tournaments with it like this and never have any problem all night long. In other words, I can look at you and make my cast and pick it up, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't have to look at it.
Well,
if I had a bail on there, I'd have to look each time. But with this, it's just automatic.
Well, I'll be. In other words, you simplified the spinning reel.
I can't really believe somebody hadn't come out with something
without a bail.
Without a bail on it. But I guess they want to sell more reels and they want bail springs to break.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You done got a fish before I even got my dead gum worm rigged up.
He kind of little, Archie.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. At least you got him going there. I'm just now following all your instructions right now.
We'll put him back.
Put him back. All right, Nolan, what is your wrist action or your worm action? What's your favorite way to work this worm down here now?
Well, they've always taught to work the worm when you rod, but I do just the opposite now. I think whatever fits the person is the best way to do it. But when I make my cast, I let the worm sink.
Okay.
And watch my line as it goes in the water. When it hits bottom, I crank with my reel and I move my rod a little bit, but I put most of my action into the worm, picking it up, letting it fall, picking it up, letting it fall. And I pretty well keep my rod still, as you can see.
Uh-huh.
Now, all the bass pros and everything, they always advocate moving your rod and dropping it. Moving your rod, taking up the slack and dropping it. But I use my reel. It's just my way of doing it.
And watch your line all the time.
Watch my line all the time. A lot of times you won't feel a strike, but you'll see it jump, your line jump.
Uh-huh.
And that'll be the only telltale sign that you have that fish is hit.
Well, do you think we're going to catch them around the boathouses today, or you think they still ain't quite moved in?
They haven't quite moved in here real good yet, but maybe we'll get a hold of some here in a minute.
There he goes.
Yeah, a little bitty one.
So he was right there on that pad, wasn't he, Nolan?
Yeah.
Nice little old spotted bass.
He ain't quite big enough though, Archie.
You think these are just shoreliners that stay there all the time, Nolan?
Yeah.
In other words, they don't move too much like the bigger fish, do they?
Uh-uh.
There
he is.
There he goes. There he is. Oh, that's a jumperoo there, ain't it? Well, that there's
I believe he's big enough to keep, don't you?
Yeah, look at the color in that thing, Nolan.
Yeah, he's a beautiful little old fish.
He's prettier than them others. Look at that green in him and the yellow down the sides there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, but where you gonna put him up
here? Stick him there in the live well. Let me put a little water in there.
This one right here?
Yeah.
All right. Drop him in there. You got any water going? There it goes. Them live wells is handy, ain't they? There he is, right on the pier. Right on the pier. Woo, look out. Boy, yonder he goes, Nolan. Down he goes, yonder he goes. You know, they're not running as big as we was getting this last spring and summer at Nolan.
Nah.
Do you think some of them people done got in here ahead of us and picked them off a little bit?
It's still just a little bit early yet.
About a week early?
Let me get right under you there and put this in live well.
Yeah, put him in the one that's got water in it. I throwed that in there a while ago. There wasn't even no water in there, Nolan.
Well, we hadn't put no water in it because we had no
fish.
fish.
Put in there, did we?
That's right.
If I ain't mistaken, you caught one of that right on that same corner last time we was down here. In fact, I'm gonna try it right there. I bet these folks like you to catch your fish out from under piers. But you know something, Nolan, if you own a place down here, they tell me that you can't catch one out from under your own pier, that you got to go to somebody else's pier to catch fish. Have you ever heard that before?
Well, it's probably true.
Because they don't think it's none under their own, I guess. Right there. There he is. Nolan, while you're getting unhung, that's pretty good in there, Nolan. Whoa, him. Whoa, him. Look at there, Nolan.
All right.
That ain't no bad spot. Look at running that. Look at there, Nolan.
That's a good spot.
Look at there.
How about give me a hand here and let me pull back over.
I'm talking about.
I got and broke off.
Right under that pier, we got that fish.
I got it.
You might need to stop right here a minute. Hold on here, fish.
That's a good little old spot, Archie.
Yeah, pretty good. Got him right in a good place too, right up under that. Right up under that. See, that's in that tough part up there.
Yeah.
And we ain't caught nothing but a spot bass. I don't think we caught a largemouth today, have we?
Sure hadn't.
Boy, he got a nice black pattern up through there. We paint these things when we mount them up for these customers. You know, we try to imitate these patterns, and some of them is real. Now that there's almost a straight line right there, where a lot of them is broke up in little triangles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he's almost just a solid line down through there. Put him in this live well with some water in there. We need to back off from this place, Nolan, and pitch back up under that pretty red boathouse there. He done about tore my worm up. That old motor oil worm will do the job now, I'm gonna tell you. When did you start using this one here like this? This motor oil. Has this been your favorite several years, or is it just new this year, or what?
No, I've used it for several years. I swap around. One time all I'd use was black.
Well, you used purple last time I was with you pretty heavy duty.
I think you get your confidence keyed in on anything.
But you know how it is. You ever get an old night crawler, and they look like that. They got that old, well, it looks like motor oil, what it looks like, color to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just made a 4-incher out of that 6-incher because I done tore the head off of it. Reckon they'll hit a 4-incher?
Yeah. Yeah, I got hold of one.
Your drag's slipping, Nolan.
Must be a pretty good fish.
Boy, he made a good splash. You're going to have some twisted lines if you don't tighten that drag up. Or you're going to lose a fish if you do. That looks like pretty, ooh, that's a good one, though. You need a net?
No, I don't need no net.
What, you going to do it like them pros do it?
Yeah. Boy, he's pulling.
Woo, that's a big one, Nolan. Don't let him get on that trolling motor.
He's about doing what he wants to.
Oh, look at that. Boy, that's a fine one, Nolan. Easy now, easy. Don't lose that fish.
He barely hooked.
Look out now. Look out, look out. Ah, and that's fine spotted bass.
Look how he's hooked.
Oh, you got him pretty good. You got him in that upper part there.
Not that good.
Oh, that's fine one there. I knew you'd.
That one's for my cousin, Bill Cotton. He lives right here.
He does?
Yeah, he lives right in this cove right here.
Well, he don't
got a
appreciate
trailer.
He don't appreciate us taking his fish out in front of his front yard, does he?
All right, hit him. He's got it.
No, I ain't sure. There he is. There he is. No, that's pretty good, Nolan.
Yeah, that is a good one, Arch.
Wait, going on the boat. Under the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Look out, look out, look out, look out. It's under the boat. Got him?
Yeah.
Hold him, Nolan. Hold him. He come right off of that little old place right there. Oh, that's a good one, too.
A largemouth, ain't it? Nice
No,
spot.
that's spotted bass. Spotted bass. Right out there. Yeah, that's good doings.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
fine little
mine.
fish.
You got yours. He's right on the edge of that pier. That little, I guess you'd call that a, what would you call that, a bulkhead right there, Nolan? Yeah, let me hit you.
Yeah, if you
Throw it
would.
right in there.
Gotta get back up here on this motor and we'll be.
Look at that thing. You need a net on that. Where's your net, Nolan?
I'll get him.
Huh? Oh, that's a fine one there, Nolan.
Just wear him down.
Ooh-wee. What a spotted bass. Look at that thing.
One of them 5-pounders, I believe,
I
Archie.
guarantee you, don't lose that fish, Nolan. Man, I hate you ain't got no dip in that. Well, I'm getting nervous, Nolan. God, don't lose that thing, Nolan. He might bite that line in. Don't put no pressure on him. Easy, easy. You ain't barely got it. Holy mackerel, what a spotted bass. And buddy, he is a beat up devil. Look at all them beat up places on him, Nolan. Look right here. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, he'll go 5. That may be your biggest spotted bass. Did you know that? You told me you ain't never caught a 5-pounder. I believe that to go 5.
Nah, I've caught 5s.
You ain't caught none no
I
better.
ain't caught none over 5. The wind left us long. I believe we caught a few more fish. Yeah.
All right, old Jerry's got an electric knife. You just like you promised us, we're gonna have a little demonstration here, Jerry. Appreciate that, Jerry. All right, let's just lay them right here, Nolan, and pull them on out there, and we'll take them off. That's a good string of fish right there. Show them your big spot on there again, Nolan. Show them that big old spot bass. We ain't gonna fillet him, man. We ain't gonna fillet him. That's fine spotted bass. Let's just lay them right here and take them off a stringer. And I wanna go over this little process here. If you'll peel off a couple, 3 of them right there, Nolan, I'll show them. This is one of the simplest ways to clean fish in the world right here, is with electric knife. And all you do, get behind that fin right there, keep your hands off of it, just go right down to the bone, turn, go right down the bone, right on down to the, stop just before you get right there, flip him over, then just take your knife, get right down on that meat, and just come right on down here, right on down here. Prettiest fillet you ever laid eyes on.
Always be sure and handle the fish with your left hand. Keep the right hand dry.
Keep the right hand dry. And then we just turn him over. We go one more time. Real simple. Don't cut yourself.